Coach, VCU hosts Dayton today, which is one of 4 teams tied for first place, including VCU. Talk to us a little bit what we're going to see out of Coach Archie's team.
Yeah, I mean, they're just very talented. Obviously, they've had their bumps in the road this year as far as their depth, but I mean, they got really good players. They attack you on offense. Just very well coached, very very sound. They start with 21 Pierre and 24 Seibert, and obviously those guys made a great run at the end of the year last year. But just a really well-coached team, a really good team who's obviously won a ton of games.
You talked about a little bit about their depth. They don't have a player on the roster over 6'6". They're playing their version of small ball. Is there a difference in how we prepare for a team like that, or is it just business as usual for the Rams?
No, I think it's business as usual. Obviously, the scouting report changes a little bit on them, but again, they do a great job of attacking you. They really spread the floor. They get good spacing, and when you got 5 good players on the floor, depth is what it is. I mean, every time there's a guy on the floor, he's a really good player, so we got to do our job.
You talked a little bit about Seibert, who's there, seems to be the glue to their team. He's a senior forward. Talk a little bit about what type of player he is and what we need to do to slow him down a bit.
Yeah, he's shooting it, really well over the course of the last 5 or so games, and it's just a good player. He's a guy who played really well for them last year. Has the ability to bounce it, has the ability to shoot it, so he's a tough guard, and we got to do our job on him. Has the capability of really going off and getting a lot of buckets. I mean, obviously he's averaging almost 17 a game, so he's just a really good player, and when you face really good players, somebody's got to step up and take him, and guard him. Before
we wrap up, non-Dayton related, Briante Weber had his surgery yesterday. Can you kind of give us an update on his spirits and how things went?
Well, you guys know Briante about as well as anybody. You can imagine how his spirits are. I mean, obviously he'd love to be playing, but he's he's going to attack the rehab probably as hard as anybody that we've ever seen, and I guarantee he'll be back sooner than most people think.